Yo guys, how you doing? We have a new Yu-Gi-Oh set released yesterday, so it's time for another opening, right? And let's just get right into it. Doom of Dimensions, a set. It's more of a DLC kind of to the Justice Hunters format, so not that crazy new, no archetypes that are new and like super crazy on their own, but there are a lot of cards we're looking for. In particular, as a Draco Tail player, we're obviously looking for the new Draco Tail monster, the Frixel. We're also looking for the Dominus Spiral. There's no deck right now for it, but in the future there will for sure be. Then we also have the Marshmallow, obviously probably the most expensive secret rare of the set, but the Fleur de Lis, the new Dogmatica hand trap, is really cool. And I also wouldn't be mad at getting some Radiant Typhoon cards, even if those aren't that expensive. Like, I think it's a cool deck with some potential for the future. Obviously, Visions, the common, the kind of Allure of Darkness or trade-in for quick play spells, really good card. Definitely want that, but it's a common, so we're pretty likely to get a playset of that, right? So let's bust this bad boy open. Put it here off to the side, and then get going. All right, first pack. We have a Megalith Fulok, Miasma Necromancer, Radiant Typhoon Manifestation, the Auralize Overdrive. This is probably like Archmage or at least Media's support, right? Yeah. And one of the Doom Z's. Also an interesting archetype. I don't think it will be good enough right now, but decent pickup as well. Chefrel, Hunting Scout of the Deep Forest, Apocavities, Cursed Copycat of Noble Arms, and Disguise the Copycat Heroes. Alright. Let's just put the cards up here. Like the commons can be here, and then keep the good cards somewhere around here, right? Alright, next pack. Dark Contract with King Zero, DDD First King Clovenus Twilight, Rose Black Knight, DDD Defense Soldier, Regenesis Overlord, Quadogmatica Beast, Hunting Horn, Infernal Punisher, and Megalith Anastasius. Maybe we should put the foil on the back, right? A lot of people like doing it. I honestly never really did, but I also really don't know why Konami doesn't like do it right away, but whatever. Bleeding Flower of the Magician, Tragic Twin Jewels, Silk Bomb Moth, another Doomsday card, the Trap card. It's basically a draw, right? With some bonus effects. That's pretty good, right? Here's my Necromancer, another Manifestation, Vision. This is the card I was alluding to, the draw 2 cards and then discard a Radiant Typhoon or quick play spell. Really strong card. Tao Tao the Enchanter, and Double Fusion. What does this do? Pay 500 life points, fusion summon 1 fusion monster from the extra deck using monsters from hand or field. Then you can fusion summon 1 more fusion monster from the extra deck using monsters from your hand or field. Okay, so pretty much just what the name entails. Interesting. I don't think that finds a home in Draco Tail, but maybe there's a deck in the future. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta get into the habit of doing this, right? Another Tragic Twin. RB Last Stand. I don't think RB will become playable with this, even though I really like the concept of RB. Gotta be completely honest. Okiku's Dish Count, Fusion Draft, Goki Game Phase, another Theorize Overlay Drive, Goki Dragon Ogre, Artmage Movement Pedigree, and Radiant Typhoon Megala. Nice. Like I said, happy to see Radiant Typhoon cards. And to continue. Oh. Someday I will remember doing this. First copy, get Noble Arms, Sword for Court Happiness, Silk Bomb Moth, the Radiant Typhoon Trap. Funny thing with this, kind of MST can negate. Sulfur Court Promore, also a deck with a lot of potential, the new Sulfur Court support, right? Especially paired with Canine. Although I'm not sure if it does quite make the cut to be better than like Canine Crystron or something. Varufa, the Judge of Ball, another Manifestation, Serene Psychic Sorceress, and Horned Brute Carnovorous. During the main or battle phase, you can quick effect immediately after this resolve synchro summon one dinosaur monster using this card you control. When a monster declares an attack, you can special summon one dinosaur monster from your hand, ignoring summoning conditions. Also, you can special summon for the rest of the turn, except dinosaur monsters. Okay. Interesting. So it does work during the battle phase. All right. So you want to wait for the battle phase, then use the special effect, and then go for the synchro summon. Definitely interesting. I don't know what targets this can go into, but having to wait for the battle phase obviously is already a pretty big drawback, right? One, two, three, four. Licorice Lily Reaper, Dark Contract with a Different Dimension, Chevrolet Hunting Scout of the Deep Forest, and Megalith Anastasis Wake Up Machia, Wake Cup, DD Defense Soldier, another Manifestation. Man, we get a lot of those. Can't we get like Vision instead? Koki Dragon Ogre and RB Lambda Cannon. Sulfur God Happiness, Silk Bomb Moth, Radiant Typhoon Mandate, Fleeting Flower of the Magician, Sulfur God Promoter, Serene Psychic Sorceress, Kertzeps, the Gold Glutton, DDD First King Clovius, and the Doomsy Diactorus. Doomsy definitely is a deck with potential, right? Just I don't think it's quite there yet. Like, especially if we get a equip spell for the deck, because it's kind of centered around equip spells and the monsters also equipping themselves to other monsters, and then maybe them gaining bonus effects. I feel like it could perform a lot better if it got a good equip spell to fetch, which the one they currently have, it's not bad. Like it makes whatever it's equipped to untargetable, I think, and it has like an effect that helps closing out games, but it's nothing like, it doesn't generate advantage once you get it out of the deck, and getting something like that could be crazy for the deck. But to continue, Quadogmatica Beast, RB Last Stand, Dracotail Sting, this is an important one to get, but with it as a common, not getting one of this would have been crazy unlucky. Hunting on, Goki Game Phase, Varufa, Dark Contract with King Zero, another Vision, and Eldam. Another Radiant Typhoon card, alright. I'd be interested to see how well Radiant Typhoon can perform with Runic now. Obviously, really depends on how popular Malice and Ryze are on the format, even if those aren't the most powerful decks. Runic lines up very, very poorly into those. And I feel like we're at the point where they are like starting to fall out of favor, right? Another Sting, Mandate, RB Lambda Blade, Hunting Scout of the Deep Forest, DDD Defense Soldier, Solfigia, Triple-Headed Behemoth, Mario the True Draco Phoenix Knight, although I'm not quite sure what this card is for. I remember reading it and without thinking too much about it, it didn't really sound too useful for that, and Goki the Tyrant Ogre. But maybe down in the comments you can tell me whether that actually does something for the deck. I remember it reading a lot more like a Runic card, to be honest. Dual, Turmoil, Anastasis, Dark Contract, Lance Soldier, another Dark Contract, a different one though, Goki Game Phase, Artmage Movement, Pedigree, and another Eldam. Alright, so quite a lot of the Radiant Typhoons so far. Let's see, almost halfway through, so about time for the first, like, secret rare, right? Silkbomb Moth, Lambda Blade, Quadogmatica Beast, Okiku's Discount, Goki Game Phase, Varifar, the Judge of War, Solfagia, Goki Sheik Ogre, and Chanba the Flashy Sports Knight. Alright. Last pack of the first half. Disguise the Copycat Hero, Fusion Draft, Chevril, Hunting Scout of the Deep Forest, Tragic Twin Twined Jewels, Sphinx of the Cycle, Tao Tao the Chanter, Goki Sheik Ogre, Serene Psychic Goddess, Sorceress, alright. And obviously if we're getting ultra rares, we'd prefer Noroi. I also want Noroi, it would be a really good pickup, probably very much the best ultra rare of the set, a lot better than even many of the secret rares. So it's a different ultra, the DDD D-Dimensional King Arc Crisis. Yeah, and overall, again, like I said, no crazy new archetype in this. And actually, it's again a relatively cheap set. I bought this for under 50 bucks. Quite crazy. It's not as bad as Alan, but yeah, definitely nothing with that big of an impact right now. Again, also no real big collector's incentive, so the cases are relatively cheap to the disdain of sellers, obviously. But it isn't too bad right now, and there are quite a few good cards in the set, and like Radiant Typhoon and Doom Z definitely have potential long term. Sulfur Cord as well, so we'll have to see how this ages. Like Dominus Spiral at some point will get crazy expensive, of course. But to continue, oh, and I fucked it up, but we do get another Diactoris. And let's speed the comments up by now, right? We know most of those already. Lambda Blade, Punisher, Manifestation, Tao Tao, Dark Contract, Kurtzeps, and Wise King Solomon. I'm not too well versed of which of these DDD cards are good. Like, obviously I know with that support, DDD becomes quite a decent deck, but I don't know which one of these is actually, like, which one of these actually are relevant. Except that, like, one that's named like the Gimmick Puppet. I know that one's good, but aside from that, like Mackin whatever, I don't know. Oh damn, a normal monster in 2025, crazy. Ramble Rose Dragon, our first secret rare, alright. with the Rose support. Obviously also being in here. Decent card. What exactly does it do? Each time your opponent activates a monster effect, inflicts 600 damage to your opponent, and if you do, all monsters they currently control lose 600 attack. Alright, like decent lingering effect, but that sounds more like a bonus. Each of the following is out once per turn. During the main phase quick effect, you contribute this card, special summon one Black Rose Dragon from your extra deck. Treat it as a synchro summon. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special one level 4 lower plant tuner from your deck. Alright, yeah, so that's actually a decent card, right? The additional like lingering effect helps somewhat, right? But especially going into, I realized you can't even see the super rares, so let's put them right here. Having the addition, the bonus lingering effect, but then being able to on the opponent's turn, like Black Rose Dragon, nuke the entire field. That's pretty good, and then also have a bonus effect to extend on the follow-up turn. Sounds pretty good, even though obviously not the secret rare we're looking for. Then, next up, Hunting on Artmage, Last Stand, Lily Reaper, Pedigree, Clovis, Premoa, Kurtzaps, and Leviathan the Burning Blade. Is this another one of the useful for Noble Knights? I'm not quite sure. Next pack. Oh, did I damage the card somewhat? That is a reason to not put the secrets last, right? Fleeting Flower of the Magician, Next Phased Beast, another one of the normal ones, and my husband Necromancer, Triple-Headed Behemoth, Rose Knight, Solfegia, and Yum Yum Yummies. One of the yummy cards, sadly the one that's not as good. Like this at best is like a one-off in the side deck probably even, and I'm not sure at that point if it will even see play. But it's not a bad card for sure. It's just that yummy surprise is better for the most part, right? And we already covered that in the Dude review. Destruction, Mandate, Punisher, Omijari, Kurtzaps, Overdrive, Clovis, Pedigree, and another one of the Megaliths. Alright, almost out of packs. How many do we still have left? 6 with the one currently in hand. Hunting Horn, Next Phase, another Sting, so we have the playset even though that doesn't matter. Sorceress, Makia, Fulog, Sphinx of the Cycle, alright. Is that support for the Sphinx cards? I don't know. And a third Diag Taurus. Come on. Just one Noroi or one of the good secret rares and I'm happy. Aside from that, this would be a very rough box. Also a Starlight would be fine as well, of course. Disguise, Hunting Horn, Covetous, Okiko's Discount, Sphinx, Tao Tao, Onomat Tokago. We haven't seen this. I don't know how much better this makes the Onomat deck and how, if that makes Ryzen more interesting. Goki and the Power Patron of the Doomsies. This also has like a small printing error. Damn, this is not the first one in this box. Definitely not that good printing quality in my limited experience for this set. Come on, something good soon. Dracotail Sting, Copycat, Dark Contract, Twin Jewels, Goki Dragon Aura, Varfa, another of the Mariam the Paradox, Land Soldier, and Rage Rose Witch, another one of the Rose cards, which I'm really not too interested in, to be completely honest. Although the Brambler Rose could see play in like any plant deck. For sure, this does not need to be sleeved. Come on. one Starlight, one Roy, or one of the good secrets like Spiral, like Frixel, or obviously Marshmallow is the big one in terms of money, right? Lily Reaper, Disguise, Last Stand, Soul Forgot Happiness, Fuloch, Tao Tao, Goki, Sheik, Oda, Triple-Headed Behemoth, and another one of the Megaliths. Last 2 packs. Come on, let's get something good now. Let's get something good. We still need the second secret rare, right? So let's see. Come on. Okiku's Dish Count, the normal monster, Faizan, Turmoil, Premoa, Onomatokage, Paradox, Serene Psychic Sorceress, and RB Operation Test. Alright, so this last one, this has to be good. This has to be good, otherwise this box was really nothing, right? So let's hope. Come on. Be the one we need. Be the one we need. Apocavities, Turmoil, Next Phase, Happiness, Dark Contract with Zero King, Solfegia, another Vision. I don't know, is this the last one? Theoralize, Overdrive, and Doom Z Drestrius. Again, not the secret rare we wanted to see. So let's quickly check if any of these cards are worth like anything, basically. Where do we have Card Market? Let me have a quick look. Singles, man, I had hoped to get at least like one of the Noroys or one of the good secret rares, but seems like I'm gonna have to order every single one of them anyway, right? But that's like the name of the game. Obviously, you also pay for the fun to open things and to put it on YouTube, right? Name A to Z, and then let's look at the ultra rares first. We have the Doom Z's. Those are, that's worth nothing. RB Lambda Cannon, even less as well, obviously. Mentioned King Arc Crisis, also not worth anything. The other DDD, the Zero Doom Queen Mechanics, that's actually a bit of money. That's the second best ultra rare, but we got the wrong one. And Rage Rose, which also not worth anything. Like this being around like €1 is the best thing. So let's have a look for the secret rares, right? Secret rare, Rose Dragon. Well, at least worth like $5. And the Doom Z Drestrius, $2.50. All right, so we're down like $40 on this one, but that's the name of the game, right? That's how things go sometimes. Can't always have it go your way, right? The Justice Hunters one was more in our favor, so definitely sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but either way, I hope you had fun anyways, looking at me losing money, and hope you're in here for the next time. Have a great day, and see you tomorrow.